Hey guys, Dr. Anderson here. I'm here with Kathleen, and I got really excited when I heard her story today because I want to talk to you about a test that you need to do if you think you could be becoming diabetic or if you think you're getting nerve symptoms. She did something that's so unique. I had to share this with you today. So one of the big issues in our country right now is diabetes, and it's very prevalent. But I really think a lot of healthcare people are missing the boat. They are really missing the boat in being able to help you, the patient, better know if you are going into a pre-diabetic state. And the common tests that are done for checking for diabetes, and we're concerned about it because in what I do, we are able to reverse diabetic neuropathy. And maybe you don't know that, but we are able to go in and open up tunnels that can become tight, and by doing that, we can reverse neuropathy, much like doing carpal tunnel surgery in the upper extremity. But anyway, here's my point. The tests that you're going to hear a lot about are glucose testing, and the second one is hemoglobin A1C. Glucose testing just measures how much sugar you have the day of the test, and then hemoglobin A1C over a range of approximately 2 months tells you if you've kind of been in it measures kind of the ups and downs. And normally in America, the number keeps going down. In recent times, it was like 6 or 6.0. Now I think it's gone down in some areas to 5.7 or 5.6. But you want to be below that number. And what happens in American medicine continually, I hear this over and over. Patients go into the doctor. They have glucose testing. They have hemoglobin A1C, and they will be measured maybe close to abnormal. Maybe they're almost in the borderline between diabetic or not, but they continually just have that test done. Come back next year. Okay, great. Patient goes back next year, creeps up a little bit higher. So what they're trained to do, and I'm telling you, doctors are trained by Big Pharma in medical schools, and just in general, that's the only test they do. And in fact, Kathleen here went in and asked for this other test, and they wouldn't do it.
Insulin resistance.
Yeah. I'm going to get into this in a second. We're going to talk about another test. She asked for it to be done because she did homework as a consumer, bless her heart. And they wouldn't do it. So she had to go doctor number 2. They did the test, and I'll get to what that test is. So, but it's important to not stop at hemoglobin A1C. The point is, once it becomes abnormal, you're going to go on drugs. That's what doctors are trained to do. So rather than doing that and waiting to see, you need to get 2 other tests done. The other 2 tests are mainly, the real big one is insulin fasting. You want your insulin levels to be really low. Ideally, it ought to be like less than 5. And because you want low insulin in your body. The other test is glucose tolerance test, where you go in and they test your fasting glucose, and then you drink sugar water an hour and maybe 2 hours later, and they're testing how well your body, its insulin can put glucose away in your body, so getting out of the bloodstream. So those are the 2 tests. But I'll let her explain what she did. Do you mind?
Okay.
Well, just say, I kind of said it for you, but you went in.
I went in and I asked for an insulin resistance.
Yeah, you went in and she asked for a fasting insulin, and they did, and you went to doctor number 2, and what happened?
And I told her why I wanted it,
right,
because my A1C was normal.
Right.
But that I had burning feet.
Yeah. Oh, and I missed that. The whole point of this video is she was having burning feet. She came here, so one of our other doctors, she had burning feet. And very important point. So she, trying to do the best she can to combat the neuropathy that she was getting, wanted to check on her potential of diabetes even more so by getting a better test, which is the insulin test. So you did that, found out it was like 15
yes,
or 17,
yes,
which is not normal, it's kind of high. And now she's doing things right now to control her glucose levels. She's even wearing a monitor, right? She's wearing a monitor.
I lowered my carb consumption.
Right.
And when I started out, my average blood glucose was about in the mid 120s.
Okay.
I'm down now to about hovering at around 100.
About 100
That's
on
the
average.
average. I'm trying to get it a little lower.
Right.
But I'm very pleased with the result.
Exactly.
And I'm on the road, and my burning in my feet
It's
is
getting better.
yeah,
Right.
almost
This
gone.
story is so rare. I hardly ever hear it. And I'm so glad she's sharp enough to do this. So bottom line is make sure you get an insulin fasting test. She did that. She reacted. She responded fast enough. She's actually reversing her neuropathy symptoms now. Because when you become diabetic, your sugars break down differently through a pathway called the polyol pathway. You get a sugar molecule in the nerve tissue called sorbitol. It makes the nerve swell. And in a way, she's probably fighting that right now. So she has huge reduction of neuropathy symptoms, almost symptom-free, because she went in and did the right thing. Make sure, two messages. You're starting to get burning, tingling, and numbness in your feet. If you're told your hemoglobin A1C is normal, be skeptical. Be skeptical of that doctor. Please consider getting an insulin fasting test, because you really could have the early warning signs of diabetes. And it's not hemoglobin A1C that I always tell you, it's insulin. It's a better predictor if you're going down that slippery slope to becoming full-fledged diabetic, and therefore be suffering from neuropathy. So I hope you got something out of that video, and thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We'd love to teach you more about all the things that we treat here, and please subscribe, and thank you for watching. We're also on Facebook, by the way. And thank you, Kathleen,
Thank
for
you.
volunteering. Okay.